Hello and welcome back to Herring's Rest. As you can see, I'm still engaging. I'm going to look at a few things that I've bought and some progress that I've made on the railway in this video, right? So the first thing I got was, well, not very exciting. I get 5 of these. They're the fiberglass refills for these fiberglass pens that I use for cleaning the wheels and bits of track and stuff. I know a lot of people don't like these, but I think they're really good. A couple of minutes, or a couple of seconds even, just a light rub on a dirty wheel takes all the muck off it and your local's running great. So that was the first thing I got was them. Alright, on to the next thing. Right, I got it's a crew for a Manor, but it's not going into a Manor. And I also got a crew for an Andrew Bartley. Now, these are the pre-painted ones. We'll have a wee quick look at. Look at the Andrew Bartley ones first. Andrew Bartley's sitting there in the local route there, Banner Cruise Grand still going round. They come in these nifty wee boxes, which I think are quite handy. The wee boxes are quite useful. Although the one local running the room, because that one just derailed as I put the video on. It's come off on a curved point, as usual. Right, let's see. There's a wee fireman, I don't know how well you can see him, all painted up. And there's the wee driver. Alright. So that's the Andrew Bartley crew. We'll have a look at the Manor crew now. Again, another nifty wee box. All of these wee boxes are really handy. You keep so much junk in them when you're done. There's the driver. And there's the fireman. Alright, so I'll put these in the local and I'll get back to you. Alright. Right, that's both the crews fitted. I'll show you this one first. That's the wee driver and the Andrew Bartley. And that's the wee fireman. And they just set this local off. You know what I mean? You go to all the bother of buying locals that are fully detailed, lorry new, singing, dancing, firebox glowing, all that, and then they're on empty. They just don't look right, so that's why I'm putting crews in, you know, to make them look a bit more realistic, if you like, you know. Right, back in a second. Right, this is the second crew that I've got. The fireman and the driver. And then on a Daypol Mogul. Well, I think it just sets the locals off, you know what I mean? You know, the detail in the back head and all that. When you run it around with it in it, just looks silly. You know. Now this is the next thing I've been doing. I got nameplates for Silvertime models for my Britannia. And I fitted them on and I think they look quite good. The kind of, you know, even the one on the front, you know what I mean? They make the model look so much better. Alright, it's an old tender drive job, but on the track it looks brilliant. Alright. And I also got some nameplates from my Evening Star. Alright, they're not on very straight, but they still look better than what was on it. And even though these are all tender drive models, I think the nameplates enhance them. Alright, and I'll show you the leaflet that I got. That's in their Silvertime models. That's the nameplates that they do. And they also do other stuff. And they even do TT scale, N gauge, O gauge. Alright. So there you go, there's their email address. I got these through eBay. Oh, they're about $9.25 for a set of nameplates, which I think's not too bad. Okay, trips, and here's some rocks that I've already done. And I've stuck onto this backboard with some Yoo-hoo. The spaces in between I'll fill with bushes and little bits and pieces that I've got kicking about. I don't do plaster because me and plaster just don't get on. You know, so I think it'll look quite good when it's finished. You know, one sort of bushes and all that, and I think it'll look quite effective, personally. I'm quite pleased with it anyway. Right, this is me. I'm going to show you how to, or how I paint these rocks up. You get your three colours, your orange, your brown and your black. Go to the orange first. Just dot it about. I get some brown. And just go over the spaces in between. Or round about. It's pretty difficult doing this when you're holding a camera. Well, you're trying to do it on a camera, or a phone. You know, so it's not the easiest. But you'll get the idea of how I do it. You end up with more paint on your fingers than you will on the rocks, doing it this way right enough, but I usually pat it down onto a bit of kitchen rolly stuff and then do it, so. I'm doing this voiceover thing because the last video, apparently all you could hear was the trains, so I've decided to do it this way this time. Well, when I'm running quieter trains, I'll just talk over the top of them, but when I'm running the older stuff that makes a bit of noise, I'll just do a voiceover like this. So you put your black wash on. If there's too much on it, just add some more water. That'll water it all down. And there you go, one painted rock. So all you need to do is go and do the other 5 million. In okay, trips, I'll leave it there at that. I'll run some trains in, you can watch them going on if you want. I'm going to carry on painting rocks and sticking them onto that board at the back there. Next week's video, no idea. I'm going to Braehead, so this video will be after I've been to Braehead, or maybe just before it. The next one will maybe be what I get at Braehead, if I get anything. Other than that, it'll just be more progress. Past couple of days, all I've really been doing is servicing locos, and I've found a few issues with a couple of them. My J15, the front wheels were awfully wobbly on it. They were going like this, and when I took the base keeper plate off, what I discovered was the two brass bearings had jumped out of position, and that was allowing the axle to move about in the chassis. Very bizarre, but it runs great now, so anyway. Alright, I'll leave you with some running shots of these two locomotives that I've got going round the now. Alright, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Cheers now, guys. I did get my switches for to link all the tracks together so that my Lima models and my Ringfields can go over the different sections and join up without cutting out. But I've just not getting into wiring them up yet. I'll try and do that during the week at some point. Alright, troops. And this is my Ringfield powered Evening Star pulling some assorted kits, backing wagons.